Hey guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. We are going to talk about music theory here today a little bit. Music theory on the cello. Yay! Okay, there you are. Now, if you come in, tell us who you are, write it in the chat so we know, so I don't feel so all alone. Sometimes there's not many people here, sometimes there are a lot. Okay, music theory on the cello. Cello Nation Live #1 for September. Today we're going to talk about the really cool piece called Slane. Now, I have got Renata Brott's book, Irish Tunes. Oh, no. This is a different book. This is Scott Walker, Irish Tunes for Young Cellists. Book 2. That's us, young cellists. Irish Tunes for Young Cellists, okay? Scott Walker. This is book 2. Okay? That's where I've got this. I'm using Slane, an Irish song, okay? And we're going to talk about that. This book has a couple different parts in it that you could read and play along, but since we are smart musicians and we are learning to play with our music theory knowledge, no matter how much hi Shu, Alaska in the house. Since we are smart musicians and we're starting to learn to understand the music and to make up our own parts, even if we don't know how to do it at all yet, that does not matter. Remember, we're just meeting ourselves where we are, okay? Because too many times people get discouraged because they don't understand the whole thing. Yeah, no one understands anything that they haven't put a lot of time into, right? Why would you expect yourself to know how to do music theory when you haven't done it before? All you've done is worried about not knowing how to do it. Now it's time to take one step at a time, baby steps, like that movie. What was that movie? Baby steps, just one little step at a time, okay? All right, so Slane, and everybody is at a different level, right? Everybody knows different stuff for different reasons, for whatever reason. Okay, Slane. So let's just play it first, okay? 2 viewers. There's Shu. Who's the second one? Okay, everybody, get your cello up. Let's do this. Every Thursday in September, we are going to do some music theory on the cello. Super important for getting your cello chops up, for learning to play this instrument. I've got a new thing that I'm putting this on. I guess I'll just move back. Sorry if you can't see my bow. My bow is here. Figure out how to situate that a little better. It's always either my head or my bow. I don't know. You might choose the bow. Okay, it's super hot here. I'm sweating. But that's okay, because we're going to do this anyway, because we're smart musicians and we're hardworking and we're dedicated, and let's do it. Okay, Slane. First of all, let's just play it, right? You see that there's one sharp, right? What sharp is that? Write in the chat. Which sharp is it? I'm going to tell you. It's F sharp, okay? Fat Cat Garfield. Those are the first 3 sharps, always in the same order. F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. Now, if I ask you what the sharps are, don't say F. F is wrong. F means F natural, okay? F sharp, C sharp, G sharp, Fat Cat Garfield. So the first one, they're always in the same order. The first one's F sharp. You probably already knew that. But if not, that's okay too. All right, 1 sharp, F sharp. Shu says F sharp. That's right, Shu. That's the spirit. Okay, so that means our scale for this piece, right, is going to be a G scale, right? Hi, Anu. Nice to see you. If you don't know a G scale, that's okay. 0134, 0134, right? Let's do a 2-octave G scale. We're going to do quarter notes just to let us know what scale we're going to use, okay? Make sure you get a nice, beautiful tone. Ready? Go. slow quarter notes, okay? Like, you ready? Just to get warmed up, just to know what notes we're going to use in this piece. You ready? And if you can't do it and you're falling off, that's fine. 1, 2, ready, go. Now let's do triplets. Why? Because I want to. This is the Galamian method. You do quarters, you do eighths, you do triplets, you do sixteenths. Why not? Let's do it. Triplets, strawberry, strawberry, ready, go. And now we're going to do California, California, 16ths. Ready, go. Nice. If you want to do the next one, it's 6, right? No matter your level, you can always challenge yourself on Galamian scale method. It's the best method in the world. Do not go out and buy the 70-page book. No, you do not need the 70-page book, guys. You just need the one sheet. You can print it off of Cello Nation. It's in the files. Go to Cello Nation, go to the files in the upper right, poke around, find Galamian scale method. Tan from Singapore wrote it out for us. He printed it out. I had it handwritten by Hans-Jürgen Jensen or somebody. But Tan from Singapore made a version for us. Very kind of him. Hi, Tan, if you're watching this. And I love it. So I use it all the time. Oh, is it here? It's not here. It's on the other stand. I've got it on all the stands in my house. 6, which will be strawberry, blueberry, strawberry, blueberry, strawberry, blueberry, right? Strawberry, blueberry, strawberry, blueberry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hi, Peggy. Nice to see you. You're here right in time for Galamian. So good. All right. You guys ready to do 6s? Peggy, you ready for 6s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Strawberry, blueberry. We're only doing 2 octaves. We're just getting warmed up and having fun. Okay? Ready? 1 and ready. Go. Want to do it again? If you're having troubles with the speed, lighten up. Do light with both hands. It's going to make you faster. You can add some volume and some sound later. Right now, lighten up. Small bow, okay? We're doing separate bows right now. Ready? 3 and 4. And notice at the end, we're just evening it out. Okay? Now let's do 8. Why not? Make it really light, really small bow, right? Try to make it ring with just a small, light, tiny bow. You ready for 8? California cheetah kitty, California cheetah kitty, right? That's 8 syllables. 1, 2, ready, go. I can play that last chord because I have studied my chord charts, okay? Let's do it one more time. 1, you got your bow on the string, get it on the string or you'll be late. And pull it out a little bit, okay? 1, 2, ready, go. And if I'm me, which I am me, I would have to challenge myself a little bit further because that's not hard enough for me, right? Which is great. Yay, it's not hard enough. So I'm going to do 12, which is 6 plus 6, right? Like that. What could that be? That could be strawberry, pineapple, blueberry, raspberry. Strawberry, pineapple, blueberry, raspberry. Strawberry, pineapple, blueberry, raspberry. Say that 4 times in a row. Let's try it. Super small bow. 1 and ready, go. I might have to do it faster. Let's do it a little bit faster. 1, 2, ready, go. Okay, so after this, I'm going to go faster than that so I fall off and then I start laughing. Okay, so that's a little bit of Galamian scale method, which we teach when we teach the 5 pillars of learning to play the cello. One of them is speed, guys. Speed, 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 okay? Speed, Peggy, we were talking about speed. Don't deny it, guys. One of them is speed. We don't have to feel bad about our speed. We just need to work it, right? We're going to address it, right? Anything that you have problems with, just start addressing it. Take the baby steps. Who's the guy from SNL? Bill Murray. No, is that it? The Baby Steps movie? Marge. Hi, Marge. Nice to see you. Marge is here. Peggy's here. Anna's here. Shu's here. Nice. And other people will be watching later, I hope. All right, let's do Slane. You guys ready to play Slane? You got the music up? It is page 20 in the Scott Walker book, or I hope you printed it. You can print it off of Cello Nation Live, okay? It's so hot here. Oh my God, we are dedicated if we are playing cello in California today. This kid just went swimming. It was great. Okay, you guys ready? All right, let's just play it through and see what we got, okay? Let's do it not too fast because it's a pretty tune, okay? So I'm going to give you 2 and then we're going to start on 3, okay? Get your bow ready. Get your bow in the middle. 1, 2. Because I know how to play chords. A lot of you guys are learning chords too. You guys can do this too. If you want to hear me do it, you can just listen. You can play along with me and goof around with your chords if you want to. And then we'll talk about figuring out the arpeggios and how we might put them into a rendition of this, okay? You ready? So I'm going to play 1, 2. That's just adding the chords, right? And then after that, we're going to be able to add some arpeggios, okay? So let's talk about the names of the notes we're going to need for the arpeggios in G major, okay? So I'm going to throw out some terms for you. 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. Those are all Roman numerals. 1, 4, 5. Roman numeral, right? They're all major chords, right? Those are the main chords we always use in pieces. Pop tunes, Irish tunes, Celtic tunes, always. Sometimes there's a 6, right? So if you look at the G major chord in the beginning, what would you guess that is? 1 or 4 or 5? Somebody write it in the chat. It's so funny that this is blind, isn't it? Write it in the chat, guys. Who's going to be the first person to write it in the chat? The 1 chord in the key of G is which chord? You might be able to, no, I don't think you can, never mind. The 1 chord, guys, is G, right? Because that's the chord that's on the first note of the scale. Hi, Cheryl, nice to see you. There she is. I see a teeny tiny picture of you, Cheryl. It must be hot where you are. It's super hot in California. It's like 100 and something. The 1 chord is the G chord. That is right, the G chord, okay? So 1, 4, and 5. So think for a minute in your head, what's going to be the 1 chord, what's going to be the 4 chord, what's going to be the 5 chord in our key of G major, right? If our notes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, right? What's going to be the one chord? It's going to be the chord that is based on the first note of the scale, right? G, right? Now, what are the notes in a G chord? It's your arpeggio. 1, 3, and 5 starting on G. G, A, B, C, D. G, B, D, right? G, B, D. Let's all play the one chord on our cello now, right? This is how theory meets cello. Hello, theory. Hello, cello. I didn't know you went together, but now I know, and I need you to play music, so let's do it. G, B, D, starting on open G. Ready? Go. Now let's add the octave. Fourth finger G. Ready? Go. Now we're going to go up and come down. Ready? Go. Now let's do it twice as fast. 03, 04. Ready? Go. Let's do 16th notes. Ready? Go. Perfect! Okay, play around with that arpeggio, right? Can go up further. That's 2 octaves. It's a different fingering. You can goof around with that if you want. Or you can just stay in 1 octave. It doesn't matter because you're going to use, all you need is the 3 notes. So you're fine there. But you get to choose your octave. You might want to do it here. G, B, D, right? You could start there if you wanted. All right, so that's the G arpeggio. Now the second bar says C. What chord is that in our Roman numeral theory mind? What chord is the C chord? Well, I start with G, G, A, B, C. See how I did that? G, A, B, C. Okay, in the key of G, the C is the 4 chord. Now it's a little confusing, but wait a minute. I thought I was supposed to do a C. Wait, what am I supposed to do? Look, go to the 4th note, label it a 4 chord in your music with the Roman numerals 4. That's a C chord. And then figure out what the notes are. Starting on C, because C is your root, right? C, 1, 3, 5 is your arpeggio, right? You got a C arpeggio? Let's do 2 octaves from open C. Ready, go. Keep your thumb under 2. Keep it in 1 spot. Let's do it again. Ready, go. Good. Shu says 4 is C. C is the 4 chord, is right. And too bad we don't have Roman numerals in here, I don't think. But C is the 4 chord, and we would put 4 Roman numeral, right? A big one. And then there should be 1 more chord in here. Can anyone tell me what the next chord should be? The most important chord after the 1 chord is the, everybody say it all at once, 1, 2, 3, the 5 chord, right? There's going to be a 5 chord in here. There's even going to be a minor 6 chord in here. And when a minor 6 chord comes in, it sounds so pretty, okay? So let's see, what would the 5 chord be in the key of G? This is the theory we're trying to figure out from our Celtic piece, okay? The 5 chord in the key of G. Shu says 5. Shu, what is the 5 chord? Which chord is it? What note in your scale is it based on? I see it over there. All right, I'm going to tell you. It is G, A, B, C, D. Shu says D. D is right, okay? Names of the notes for the D arpeggio are going to be D, F sharp, A, and then D, right? Let's do it from down here. Guys, if you're not fast at this, join the world of cellists who are not fast at it. If you've worked on it a lot, you're fast at it. If you haven't, you're not. The more you work on it, the faster you get at it. Okay? If you're used to reading it all the time, you're not going to get fast at this. because reading is a different skill than figuring this out by ear, me helping you, researching it, right? Cheryl says D, yes. Okay, so the notes, D, F sharp, A. How do I know that? I've played it probably 9 million times. Okay, at first I didn't know it, I had to figure it out, right? I was talking on a live today on Instagram, and I was thinking, the only person in the world who knew theory before going to a university to study it is my dad, who's 97. He understood theory when he was like 6. When he was 5 and 6, he was performing, which is amazing. No one taught him theory. He just got a really good ear, but I don't have that. I have like a pretty good ear. But, so like, don't despair and think it's so slow and all that, okay? Too much pep talk? I was just a worry because I was one of those students that took a long time. So I want to make sure I'm encouraging you. Right, D, F sharp, A. 1, 4 extended, right? 1. And then O, 3, O, 4. Let's do it. 2 octaves. D arpeggio. Ready, go. One more time. Ready, go. Let's do our G chord again. You ready? Our G arpeggio. We are just going to do 1 octave when we do G arpeggio. O3, O4, and come back down. Ready? Go. C arpeggio. Same thing. Move over a string to the right. Ready? Go. When it says C chord on there. All right, let's do the D chord. We're going to do 2 octaves because we can. It's all in first position. Start down here on a 1. Ready, go. Okay, so that's the D chord. There's one more arpeggio in here, which is a B minor arpeggio. So that's going to be B, D, F sharp. Isn't that pretty? That's your 6. That's a minor 6. So in Roman numerals, you're going to use a small Roman numeral 6 to designate that one. And that's based on the 6th note. Let's see if it works. We're in G, A, B, C, D, E. Oh, it's not a 6. It is a 3. G, A, B. Minor 3. Okay? B minor. Adrian's going to watch the replay after grandma duty. Perfect. Hi, Adrian. Nice to see you. Okay, B minor, 3, O, 3. All right? It's the 3 chord. Minor 3. Ready? Go. Sixth chord in another one of these pieces, all right? And you can do the top B if you want. Let's try it and add the top B. 3, O, 3, 1. Ready, go. You got it? Let's do it again. Ready, go. Now, if you were good with that, let's do it backwards. 1, 3, O, 3, and go up. Ready, go. Let's do it again. Nice. So those are all the arpeggios that you're going to use when you're playing this tune, right? Those are the notes. That's the investigating you need to figure out. If you need to write down the note names, write them down, but try to learn them. Try to play around with your arpeggios. And that's the way you're going to get them really good. You'll get them memorized in your fingers and you won't even have to think about them. So for example, if you're playing a G arpeggio, play around around with 4 notes. So fun. Guys, you can make music with 1 note. I used to know this singer in New York City. Oh my God. His voice would get hoarse because he sang all the time on the streets in this group we were in. But that guy could make the greatest solo with 1 note. When his voice was hoarse and he just had 1 note he could sing, he made everybody donate $1. That was always what we were trying to do, get people to give us $1. Because it added up, right? But anyway, all he needed was 1 note. That was Bobby Thompson in New York City. He was amazing. So we can goof around with 2 notes, 3 notes, 4 notes. It doesn't matter. You don't need a huge library of notes in your arpeggios. All you need is a few to start with, okay? So if we're playing Slane, let's do it this way for you guys, okay? So if you have the arpeggio, if you have the 3 notes, I want you to play G, B, D. It's in 3/4, right? G, B, D. Doesn't matter which octave. That's up for you to choose. Up to you to choose, okay? G, B, D. Now, the first bar says G above it, so we're going to play G, B, D, because that's a G chord, right? If you don't have that available to you, just play 3 Gs, 3/4 notes. That's equally as good. That's where you are. You're starting there, okay? G, G, G will work in bar 1. Now bar 2, I'm going to tell you what to do. Play a C and then a G. 1, 2, 3. C, G, okay? Or C, G, G, because there's 3/4 notes in the second bar, right? Right? Okay, so anytime you have more than 1 chord in the bar, I want you to do it like we did in bar 2, okay? Look at bar 5, 6, bar 7, there's 2 chords. C, G, G, okay? You get it? If you get stuck, if it says B minor and you don't know what a B minor arpeggio is, practice it later. For right now, just play 3 Bs, okay? Or you can do the trick. Here's a hack I'll teach you guys. If you get to B and you know you're on B and you're fast with getting on B, you can just bar. That always works. Across the string, it's a 5th. That's the 5th. 3rd, 5th of B minor, right? So you can always just access the 5th easily like this. It's an open string, go to the left to the next open string. That's the 5th, okay? Now remember, you're doing 3/4 notes per bar, right? So in your B minor bar, bar number 8, it could be this, right? Or that works too, okay? Or 3 Bs, it doesn't matter. Or the whole arpeggio. Right? Now that's too easy for you. Play 8th note. 1, 2, 3. But it depends on where you are, so you have to meet yourself where you are, okay? So there is one more bar where there is, oh look, there is a 6th chord. I knew there was. G, A, B, C, D, E. It's in bar 14. E minor chord. You can play 3 E's if you want. Or you can play across the string, because that's the 5th, right, of the E minor chord. Or you can play the actual arpeggio. So beautiful, right? An octave higher, E, G, B. Right? You got it? All right. That's it. Second to last bar, there are going to be 2 chords. 2/4 notes of a C and 1/4 note of a D. All right? So that's going to be, right? You guys ready to play through it? Let's do this. And if you're watching later, I want you to do this. Then I have to go have lunch. It's so hot. I don't keep saying that, but it is. So let's do it. You ready to do Slane? It would start like this. I'm just reminding you of what the piece goes like, okay? So now let's do our rendition of it from reading the chords that are above the staff. Not any notes that are written, above the staff, okay? So I'm going to do an arpeggio every time there's 1 bar of a chord, and then I'm going to follow the chords above it accordingly with quarter notes. Like in the second bar, I'm going to do C, G, G. Okay, you ready? Let's see if we can get through it. All right, 1, 2, 3. Now the third bar is G because nothing's written, and you keep the same chord going, okay? Let's start from the beginning again. Ready? Go. Bar 5, now we're on a D chord, right? B minor. Now bar 9 is a C, right? So you see how your melody would go with that if you were doing la 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 la. You see how that would go with it? I don't know if you could hear both of those parts, but you can play your melody on your phone, work on your background part. Guys, there's no magic to this. It's very, very, very messy. Hear me when I say this. It's messy. That's a good thing. That means you're goofing around. There's no perfection in this. This is not a Beethoven symphony, right? Although this week I did do Ode to Joy and improvised on it. I posted that video. I don't know if you saw it. But this is very messy, meaning goof around with it. Have fun with it. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to stretch your brain, okay? Let's do it one more time, and then I am going to go have lunch, okay? And I want you guys to practice this. The more you play around with it, the better you're going to get at it. Next week at 1:30, we're going to do another tune. And then the next week, we'll do another one. And then the fourth week, we're going to do all of them. So I want you guys to get good at all of these. 2 are in G, 1 is in D. They're really good, easily accessible chords, keys for us to work on, right? All right, so how should we play it through for the last time? Let's just do what we just did, okay? You're going to try and do 3/4 notes per bar. Fall off if you have to, but get right back on with a note that is in that bar. Keep watching that music. Keep your eye on that music. You ready? 1, 2. La, 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 la. If you were able to do it, what was the biggest problem? Do you guys have any questions before I go and have some peanut butter on this hot, 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 hot day? Feeling hot, hot, hot. That's from the Caribbean cello class. Anybody have questions? 5 viewers, write in the chat your question. And later you can write questions too. I will answer them. Messy. Yeah, good. It's supposed to be messy. It's fun. What are we, like Itzhak Perlman? We're not Itzhak Perlman, we're us. Even Itzhak Perlman is allowed to be messy on improv because he's going for things that he's never done before. That's what improv is. That's why it's fun, right? That's also why it's a shame that most classical musicians don't improvise. Why? It's so fun. Shu says, I get the idea, just need more finger time with it. Or not, it might have been perfect right for you today, right? Messy might be exactly what it's supposed to be today. Okay, guys? All right, I don't see any questions, so I'm going to see you guys next Thursday. Make sure you come in. If you have any cello friends, tell them to come in. Look, there's 5 people. We have over 500 cellists on Cello Nation. Where are they? This is free. They're going to watch it, maybe, or maybe not. Maybe they're busy in their busy life. But still, what's more important than playing Slane on the cello, solo? Okay, guys, I will see you. Thank you, Shu. Marge, were you able to play it? Let us know in the comments, Marge. Shu, going to Alaska right now sounds really good because it's so hot here today. It seems to me that it might be nice and cool in Alaska, but maybe I'm wrong. I mean, I was there so many years ago, and it was hot. We were on a glacier. I think the glacier is probably melted by now. I was little, but it was so beautiful. It was Anchorage, I guess. Okay, guys, you get the idea. Next week is going to be St. Kilda Wedding. I think it's in G. And then the next one is going to be something else. Shu says it's raining. That sounds so good, Shu. That sounds amazing. You should get on that dog sled of yours and go out in the rain. It sounds great. Marjorie, just do it. Just improv with that. What do you mean you wish you could? Oh, because you have classical snobby classical people telling you you can't. Listen, if you put a chord in on your melody, that's only going to enhance it and make it fuller, you know, if you make it sound good. You can improvise whenever you want to. That's your own thoughts telling you you can't. But you don't want to get fired from your gig either, right? Shu says it's 50 degrees. Marjorie says yes to all of that. Even though I just threw out 10 ideas and they were all contrasting. Anyway, okay guys, I gotta go have peanut butter. I'm getting lightheaded. So I will see you guys later, okay? Thanks for coming in. I look forward to you guys learning this cello as I am doing it too. Okay, bye guys.